Hey y'all, it's Emerald, John, 3 grumpy turkeys, but oh well. So this is going to be an episode of Real Talk with the Rices. We've not done one in a while, and I'm looking like melted chocolate, yes. But I'm trying like a different foundation type of routine, and it's giving me all kinds of everything that I need today. But anyway, so we're going to talk about John's dad. We never talk about him on our channel. Where's my ring? Oh, my ring's in my pocket. I was like, Lord help me. Hold on, y'all, my battery's going down. Hold on, let me change my battery. Okay, we're back. So we're going to talk about John's father. This past week, so it was the 27th, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the 27th. He would have been 69 years old. And so we never talk about John's dad. He passed away in 08. Yes, that's been how many years? This is 8 years, coming up on 8 years. And so yeah, so I figured we would just talk about him. John could talk about him and what he's learned from him, because everyone always says that, like, John's such a good man and he's so awesome and he acts the same way his father did. And so yeah, so here's John.
He's my grandpa.
Yeah, he was your grandpa. And where's your grandpa? He's in heaven, that's right.
Well,
So you can talk about your dad?
yeah, he was a good guy. He always puts everyone's feelings before he is. So that was one of the big things I kind of picked up from him. You know, try to make sure that I'm not really causing a problem, but just trying to help fix any problems I can.
Oh, the light screen.
But yeah, I mean, he was a great guy. Everyone liked him. It was really hard to find people that disliked him. He kind of helped me out, I guess. Really kind of, everyone does say I act just like him and everything.
You do?
Yeah, I do a lot of the funny stuff that he does. Like one of the funny things he used to always do is like if the truck, because he used to have a Chevy S10 and or any vehicle he was driving, but that was his main truck. Whenever he was trying to go or something like that, he was trying to speed up, he was like he was trying to scoot the vehicle around. So I do that a lot. I do that a lot at work and everything, making the guys laugh and stuff, because it's always easier to work whenever you're laughing. So I always do that, and the guys find it hilarious.
Yeah, best you got from your dad. He definitely has his dad's sense of humor. His dad, seriously, like, he was just amazing, y'all. And so just the little things that I used to love about him, like, he always made cornbread. Like, he stated he was a stay-at-home dad when I met him, right? Yeah, he's a stay-at-home dad because he was sick. So when I met him, he's a stay-at-home dad. He's always make little specialty things, and so he's always made cornbread, like homemade cornbread. And I did not like the way it tasted because I was a jiffy cornbread girl.
It wasn't sweet cornbread.
It wasn't sweet.
It was just regular cornbread.
Yeah. And so I never liked it, and so I never told him I didn't like it, but he kind of picked up on it. And so every time I would come over to have dinner, he would make me like my own pan of sweet cornbread. And so just little stuff like that, y'all, that you remember and that you love. And so I'll never forget when John bought when John proposed to me, he bought my engagement ring. That's just something that's really funny, because his dad was just always into make sure everybody was happy. And so John, he was working at this place called Pigford's Chicken, y'all, and he was still working. I mean, he was in his first year of college. John went to community college before he transferred to state, and so John was working, and every bit of money that he got went toward my engagement ring. And so when he bought the ring, it was like, it was a little over $1/4 I think. And so his dad was like, Emerald, do you like the ring? Are you sure you like the ring? We can get a new one. Like, his dad was gonna go out and like buy a bigger ring. And I was like, no. I used to call him Mr. John's dad. It was just a little thing I had with him, but I was like, no, Mr. John's dad, it's okay. Just little stuff like, y'all. He always tried to make sure everybody was happy. And John definitely gets that from him. And they've got the same temperament, just really easygoing. Even John said too, like, John's the same way. If somebody doesn't like John, then there's something wrong with them. And that's how his dad was. And I'm really blessed to have that. So what did your dad teach you that you wanna teach your kids, especially your sons? Like, what do you want to pass down and give to them, and hope that they inherit?
I mean, you know, just the calm temper and everything like that. Just how to treat people, and just you know, kind of the basic type stuff like that.
You're so cute, oh my god.
But I mean, it doesn't. I just try to teach them, like he kind of taught me, with just kind of like talks and life lessons and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. It's just pretty much everything that my dad taught me, try to teach them.
I think your dad taught you not to take life too seriously. Like, that's how he was. Like, when John's dad passed away, he passed away from cancer in 08. But before that, he had like 2 different bouts with cancer before then. So he never took things too seriously.
He'd always get skin cancer all the time.
Yeah, like I know right before he passed away, he got skin cancer on his nose, and like they had to but
they had to clip off the tip of his nose.
Yeah,
so he had like a little crater, like, a little indentation on the tip of his nose, but they had to cut it out.
Yeah, just like random. Y'all, he never really cared. He didn't care about his appearance. He was just, it is what it is. And so I just remember that about him. And of course with me, like growing up, like I had my father around, but he was kind of like dipping in and out kind of. And so it was just nice to have like for me, he was a stable father figure, like the past, well, I guess like the last 3 years of his life. He was really like a constant for me. And so
because there were times he did kind of come out, like help you guys, like didn't he pick you up from school one time?
Oh yeah, like yeah, I was always like my senior year, I was always missed, like we still wrote the best senior year, and my mom, she got tired of it because I was just like, I'm done, like I've already gotten accepted to college, it is what it is. And so I would always miss the bus. My mom was like, well, I'm not taking you to school. So I would call John's dad and he would take me to school.
Either my dad would come or I would come if I didn't have classes that morning or whatever.
Yeah, I always kind of felt like that daughter, because John's parents had 2 boys. John's brother is 13 years older than him, and so I always felt like that daughter that they never had type thing. So those are my fond memories. Like he was like a dad to me, not right before he passed away, but since I knew him, he was just really kind, and yeah, he was just really nice. And so
yeah, that's one thing you always try to do, especially like with kids. Like that's why, like a lot of my friends, like if there was an issue or anything like that, he was always wanting to be out there to try to help the guys out. Or
John's house was like, John's dad was like, if you had any kind of issue, you go to him first before you went to your parents. That's how his dad was.
Yeah.
So and I think John is definitely a lot like him. And the kids, they know their grandpa's in heaven. And I mean, it is what it is. And they talk about him a lot too. And I would say, oh, your dad's in heaven. They say that all the time. So they know who he is. And we show him pictures and that kind of thing. But a few people have asked, I mean, it's been years since people have asked about John's dad. But I think people kind of just put 2 and 2 together after a while. But yeah, his dad passed away this year, will be 8 years ago. And so, yeah. So I guess if you have any more questions, I mean, you probably don't. But, but John's a lot like his dad. And I'm so blessed because of that. So this has been, I guess, a real talk, just talking about Mr. Donald Ray Rice, and that's where Kane's middle name comes from. Kane's name is Kane Ray, and John's father was Donald Ray Rice Sr. And then there's a junior and another junior, so, so there's a junior and a third, the third. So yeah, so he was a good man, guys, and he was a father I never had, so that was pretty awesome. So yeah, y'all, this has been Real Talk, and we'll see y'all for the next Real Talk, whenever that is. All right, bye, y'all. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Grumpy Turkey.
One question.
What's your one question, Bubba's?
I still have my grandpa's hat, and my birthday's in 30 days.
No, your birthday's in 13 days. That's right. And you do have your grandpa's hat.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You guys love your grandpa?
Yes.
Yeah, he loves you too. I'm sure he would have loved seeing y'all.
Subscribe to us for a ride.
That's right.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye, y'all.
Bye-bye. Can we eat Chinese?